I was not born with wealth. I didn't grow up with toys, gadgets, or bookshelves. I grew up with mud walls, bare feet, and a deep silence that wrapped the mountains of my village. Today, for the first time, I'm telling you my story, not because I seek applause, but because I want someone, a teenager standing on a dusty road, looking up at the stars, to know that you can build your dream, even when you have nothing. I was born in 1966, in Wuwei County, Anhui Province, a small farming village, no electricity, no running water. I was the youngest of 8 children. My parents died when I was still young. I don't remember their voices, just the silence that followed them. I was raised by my older brother, who gave up his own education so I could go to school. He worked in the fields. I studied by kerosene light. He carried the load of our family so I could carry a dream. I didn't even know how to say it then, but it looked like this. Machines, moving, solving, changing things. I was a quiet boy. The village called me the little scientist because I used to break apart radios just to see how they worked. We had no internet, no labs, but we had questions, and I kept asking mine. By 1983, I made it to the Central South Industrial University, majoring in battery chemistry. Why batteries? Because even then, I felt the world runs on energy, but one day, we'll need cleaner power. People laughed at me. Why waste time on batteries? But I smiled, because they didn't see the future I saw. After university, I joined the Beijing Non-Ferrous Research Institute. I was paid just enough to eat, sleep, and survive. But I didn't care. Every night, I stayed late, experimenting, mixing, failing. I burned my fingers on acid, broke glass more times than I can count. But every mistake was a lesson. I wasn't working for a salary. I was working for a vision. That one day, we would make batteries that were cheaper, safer, and scalable. And those batteries would power everything. In 1995, I made the most irrational decision of my life. I quit. I had no investors, no roadmap, only savings I'd scraped together with my brother. With that, I started a company in Shenzhen with one clear goal: to build batteries better than anyone else in the world. The company's name, most thought it was strange. A battery company, in China, competing with Japan. But I had something they didn't: obsession, and a willingness to do what no one else would. In the beginning, we worked in rented warehouses. I interviewed engineers personally, built machines by hand, even soldered circuits myself when needed. We worked 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, no breaks. We built our own production lines because we couldn't afford foreign ones. But slowly, it started working. Within 5 years, BYD became one of the world's top suppliers of rechargeable batteries, used in phones, laptops, cameras by Motorola, Nokia, Samsung, Dell. We had arrived. But to me, that was just the first chapter. Because deep inside, I still remembered something. The dirty buses choking city skies, the oil trucks burning through fossil fuel. The world didn't just need energy. It needed a cleaner future. So I asked myself, what if we build the next generation of vehicles, powered not by oil, but by batteries? People laughed again. We were a battery company. We knew nothing about cars, but that's exactly why we succeeded. Because we weren't trapped in the old way of thinking. In 2003, we acquired Xi'an Sichuan Auto Company and entered the automotive world. Our first cars were clunky, ugly, limited, but they worked. Because they were powered by our batteries. We launched China's first plug-in hybrid, then moved fully electric. Then we built fleets of buses, taxis, logistics, vans, all electric. We trained our own engineers, wrote our own code, built our own chips. Step by step, BYD became something no one expected, an electric empire. Then in 2008, something happened that changed everything. Warren Buffett called. He had studied BYD and invested $230 million. The world looked up. For the first time, they asked, "Who is Wang Chuanfu?" I smiled, because they were late, but the future was still on time. Today, BYD is the largest EV maker in the world, bigger than Tesla in some markets. We build not just cars, but batteries, chips, rail systems, solar panels, energy storage. We are building the skeleton of a green world, and we've never taken shortcuts to get here. No luxury launches, no viral marketing, just quiet engineering, quiet breakthroughs, and quiet belief. People ask me, how did a boy from a poor village build this? And I tell them, because poverty gave me discipline, because loss gave me focus, because science gave me a voice. I never wanted fame. I never wanted applause. I wanted to build something that lasts. So who am I? I am Wang Chuanfu, founder of BYD. Build your dreams. Not a celebrity, not a showman, just a boy who lost his parents, watched his brother work the field so he could study, and then decided, if no one else is going to build the future, I will. And I did, not with luck, but with fire. Because sometimes, the biggest revolutions don't begin in cities, they begin in silence.